Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Geraldine for those that are new, and for the returning subscribers, welcome back to yet another video with your girl Gigi. Now in this video, we are going to talk about the elephant in the room, me going bald, because it's something that shocked a lot of people. So I decided why not do a video and explain in a detailed form as to why I decided to go bald. Now as you can see, of course, there's a growth, and it's only been a month. I cut my hair on the 1st of July, and yeah, this is how far my hair has grown since then. Now a lot of people had concerns, let's call them concerns, because they were really worried as to why I decided to cut my hair, if I was going through some stuff, if I was sick, maybe if I was going through a life crisis. Like, a lot of people were genuinely concerned as to why I cut my hair. Now, people that know me know that I like playing a lot. Okay, I've joked about a lot of things over the years. I've consistently I don't know why it's a thing, maybe I should stop, joked about being pregnant, and sometimes I wouldn't even say it. I'll just put it out there, or I'll just post a picture and people would think I'm pregnant, or sometimes I'll just post a meme about pregnancy and people would think I'm pregnant, right? And I wouldn't say like, no, it's not true or whatever. I just like joking around. Okay, so when I said I was gonna cut my hair, people were like, no, you're joking, it's not true, it's not gonna happen. And then obviously I posted a video on my Instagram and my TikTok, and everybody went crazy. So when this happened, I had to explain to people like, okay, I honestly, I got to a point where I actually even got tired. So I was just telling people when they would ask me like, oh, why did you cut your hair? I would be like, no, just for the fun of it. Now, reason number one why I decided to go bald was because initially I wasn't planning on going bald. Okay, I had initially decided that I wanted to cut my hair. I was tired of having hair. I wanted to have a short style. I just wanted something different, you know. And I can't even say a change of identity or whatever. I just wanted to try cutting my hair because I've never done it in my entire life. Okay, so it's like, okay, great, we're gonna cut my hair. I even like send a few ideas to a few friends of mine, and they're like, no, don't do it, you're gonna look terrible, yada yada yada. Fine. I even consulted with one of my colleagues at work, and then she was like, oh, this is gonna look nice, just try it. And I was like, I'll see. Now obviously working in a customer service position, in the hospitality industry, obviously there's a certain look that you're supposed to have. So obviously going to work with dyed hair, like blonde or whatever, is not allowed for me in my role. So I was like, even if I had to cut my hair and dye them and style them or whatever, I was not going to be able to wear them to work because obviously that color is not allowed in my role. So it's like, there's no point in cutting. Now what happened was, when I went home this year for my vacation, I had cornrows. I had cornrows in for a while because I obviously put on wigs, and I then decided to, because my scalp, I don't know what was happening to my scalp. Okay, my scalp was itching endlessly, like all the time. Even if I tried to oil it, I tried to wash it consistently, nothing was helping. So I used to scratch my hair so much, and to a point where I think I broke the hair. Like, the skin became so sensitive that I guess hair was just breaking. So when I went home to my hairstylist, I asked her to relax my hair and blow dry it and stuff like that. And then when we were doing that, after washing the hair, we realized that a chunk of my hair here was gone. Like, my hair here was literally short, and then the rest of the head was a bit longer. So I told her then like, Rosa, please cut my hair. There's no way I'm gonna keep this hair. And she's like, no, just keep it for some time, let it grow out, and then eventually you can level them the same length. So it's like, whatever. I'm in any case gonna be wearing a wig the entire vacation, so I might as well, I could just leave it, right, and then do cornrows when I come back or whatever. So I did that. And then when I came back, I came back here and I got my cornrows done. And then I was like, the amount of money I'm paying in this cornrows doesn't make sense. So I decided, should I cut my hair? And then I used to ask my roommate, like, should I cut my hair? Should I cut my hair? I'm gonna cut my hair. I'm gonna cut my hair. And then I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Let's cut this hair. I asked my roommate to cut my hair. She said, no, I'm not gonna cut your hair, and then you start blaming me for cutting your hair, what. So it's like, I need to cut my hair. I stayed for like 3 weeks, and then eventually I think I started getting irritated because now we're coming into the second reason as to why I decided to cut my hair. Was I started having my hair was falling, and it's not something that started now. It's something that I've had for a very long time. Hair falling out, my hairline. And because I knew that braids, and I'm sure you guys have not seen me with a lot of braids or doing braids a lot, it's because braids break my hair. I have really thin hair in my hairline, and that's because of braids. So over time, my hairline started receding. So I decided to go bald in the hopes of growing my hair from scratch so that they can grow evenly, but also then remove the pressure from my scalp, like the front part, from my hair being pulled, and increasing the chances of my hair growing back. Okay, so that was the major reason as to why I decided to cut my hair, besides the fact that I was just going through a phase where I wanted to try different hairstyles and just have short hair. So I cut my hair in July, the 1st of July. I convinced my roommate to cut my hair. She didn't want to, but she eventually agreed. And then the same night we went to a salon, men's salon. Walked in and they were like shocked, because obviously where I live in Dubai, there is this thing where it's a lady salon only for ladies, it's a men's salon only for men, and as well as spas and stuff like that. So obviously when we walked in, they were like, what are these ladies doing here? And then I had a head on initially when we walked in, and then I was like, no, I want someone to shave my head. And then they were like, excuse me? So I was like, yeah, I want someone to actually shave my hair off. And then they were like flat? I was like, yes, flat. Now mind you, my roommate had cut my hair off and there was still hair left. Okay, there was still a bit of, but obviously with the funny patches. Okay. So I sat down there, but now you could see the uneasiness in everybody in the barber shop, because they were like, is it a girl? Why is she cutting her hair? And I was wearing funny shorts and a big t-shirt. So I don't know if they thought that I was gay or something, but then it was just like, the reaction from them was weird. Even the guy that had to like do the shaving of my hair, literally before he started, he was like, are you sure you want to do this? And then I was like, yes, I'm 100% sure. I want you to shave my head. Please go ahead and shave my head. So I did shave my head, and obviously we started from scratch. Also, if you see the video, if you haven't seen it already on my Instagram or my TikTok, you can see that my scalp, once it was shaved off, or once the hair was shaved off, it was white. It was extremely white, which showed that it was extremely dry. You could see like flakes of what do you call this? It's I forgot what they're called. Anyways, those white stuff that stays in your head. So I was really aging over the years. Okay, so initially I had stopped doing braids for a long time, but I still kept doing them once in a while, like maybe once a year or stuff like that, and it would always, and I mean always, break my hairline, to a point where I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do braids anymore. Okay, so eventually I got to a point where, and I learned this recently, that there are different stages in alopecia, traction alopecia, that's what they call it. There are 3 different stages. There's a stage where your hair thins, and then when you get it treated, it grows back, and then there's a stage where your hair actually falls out, but then there's not a bald patch, so you can still get it treated by the dermatologist. And then there's the 3rd stage, which I felt like I was at, where you have to get a hair transplant implant, English. So I think that was one of my major reasons as to why I decided to cut my hair, because I was like, okay, first of all, my scalp is irritated, it continues to itch, and secondly, my hairline has receded. Generally I have a big forehead. Okay, let's keep that in mind. So the hairline receding is not because, it's not necessarily too much. Well, it is actually. As you can see from this side and this side, that's where the alopecia happened. Traction alopecia happened. So I have like baldness here. So I decided, let me cut my hair and then let me start growing it from scratch. When I got home, I took a shower, and when I tell you, men have been keeping this secret from women for a very long time. When I tell you the relief and I can't even explain the feeling. But you know when you're standing in the shower and the water is hitting your head? Like for ladies, when you have hair, obviously you don't really feel it as much. But like when you don't have hair at all, like you're bald and the water hits your scalp, woo, the most therapeutic thing. I'm telling you, I enjoyed taking showers, and I started taking longer showers. I enjoyed taking showers for like the first week. I used to enjoy showering because the water in my scalp, and when I was doing this to my head, oh my god, it was heaven. It was heaven. But yeah, now the hair grew, and I'm like, should I cut it again? Because in any case, the hair is not growing at the hairline as of yet. Okay, well, to be honest, the bald patches, the hair, there's small hair follicles, small hair. You can literally hair strands, like, I don't know if you can see, but there's like small hair strands starting to grow at the places where it was bald. So I think what I thought was gonna happen is actually happening. I know it's gonna take a lot of time and a lot of therapy in terms of massaging my scalp, oiling my hair properly, washing my hair with the right products, and just making sure that I'm taking care of my scalp. I'm sure it's gonna grow back. I literally started doing a regimen, that thing where I'm using I started today actually. I bought the ingredients a few days. I mixed them up last night. It's cloves and, well, one is cloves water. So basically you just put in water, cloves in a jar or bottle, and then pour in water and let it soak, and then the water is what you use to apply on your scalp, especially on the areas that has the alopecia or the hair loss rather. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do was to go to a dermatologist, which I can afford to go to because my medical insurance covers that. But I wanted to give myself a month, so that means that the whole month of August, I'm gonna test out the clove water situation and see if it actually works. But so far, I've seen quite a little bit of progress. Because remember, like especially this side, the thing was very it was literally a patch. It was like skin where hair doesn't grow, like my forehead. So but now I've been seeing a little bit of hair growing here and there, so I want to see if actually I can grow them more. If they do come back, then alhamdulillah, that would be great. If they don't come back, then I'll have to see a dermatologist. But so far, I'm really happy with how fast my hair is growing. I'm looking forward to growing my hair naturally again. And this time, having them like extremely long. I'm gonna give myself like a good year or maybe 2 to just have my hair grow back properly and long. And the whole initial idea was to also not have my hair being pulled, my hairline being pulled. So now when my hair initially starts growing, I'm gonna try and do my hair myself. I'm going to put my hair under protective hairstyles. That means that I'm mostly probably gonna be wearing wigs quite often. I don't go with my hair like this to work because the initial reason why I cut my hair was not for me to go walking out in the streets like this, but also because obviously because of the hair loss and the hairline, I'm not quite too comfortable. Sometimes I am, but yeah, as soon as it grows a bit longer, maybe I'll start going out, but with my hair like this. But for now, I just wear wigs. Also, funny thing is, one day I was in the gym. I went to the gym with my cap. Okay, I went to the gym with my cap, and there were like 3 ladies in the gym. We gymmed, and at some point I was sweating too much, And then I decided, you know what, let me just remove this cap so that I can just walk out in peace. I then removed the cap, and then at that stage I was alone in the gym. Everybody else had finished, and then I decided to remove my cap. So I was like, you know what, I don't care, whoever walks in, it's not my problem. A lady walks in. This was fresh when I initially went bald. Okay, so this lady walks in. I'm doing the, I don't know what they call that machine. I was working on my quads, so I'm sitting on the machine, I'm doing the exercise, and then this lady walks in and she's like, excuse me, why did you cut your hair? Now obviously if it's someone I know, I'm inclined to answer them, but because I'm so nice, I was like, first of all, in my head now, I'm like, why are you not minding your business? But then I was like, no, just because, just felt like cutting them. And then she's like, oh, I thought you actually, something was wrong. Or, you know, back in Africa, when people cut their hair, it's for a certain tradition or stuff like that. I'm like, well, where I come from, I don't really know if we have any of that. I haven't come across that, but I just cut my hair because I just felt like cutting it. So yeah, that's basically the reason why I decided to go bald. And that's one of the main reasons, traction alopecia. Secondly, obviously the boredom part, but the main one was, or the one that pushed me to the edge was traction alopecia. Yeah, so if you have any questions, any comments, don't forget to put it in the comment section below. Also, if you have suggestions or tricks as to maybe you went through the same thing, or you also have hair loss issues, do not hesitate to maybe give me tips as to what to do or how to go about it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, if you did, and I hope that I answered most of your questions asked and the ones that are not asked, and that I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.